everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Nick, and welcome back to the 90s Guy channel. Today I wanted to talk about a line of WWF figures that a lot of people would consider to be just really goofy and some of the worst figures ever. Now, World Championship Wrestling also had a line similar to this, known as the Gross Out Wrestlers. And these were like, the eyes would bug out, and they look like monsters and things like that. Well, WWF had maximum sweat because, who would not want their figures to sweat, right? This is a road dog, and they would come with accessories, like a giant microphone. Not really sure why his eyes are closed, but these were, genuinely very cartoony, overly muscular, and there's a little cap on the back that you'd put the water in / sweat. And they'd all come with a bottle. None of my loose ones have it. I'm also getting an Amen on card collection coming in soon. And it has a bottle about this big that said Official World Wrestling Federation Sweat. And there's a button on the back that you press, and the sweat would come out of the chest area and up here, and it would look as if they're beads of sweat. So this is the Road Dog. Got Billy Gunn with a set of weights. That does not look like Billy Gunn. Looks more like Gary Busey to me. You got Stone Cold Steve Austin in the vest and the shorts. There's also a Stone Cold in the trunks with the vest. And we've got Triple H. Pretty good likeness. Not horrible. Now we've also got... Forgive me, I'm getting it all off the floor. We've got World's Most Dangerous Man, Ken Shamrock. The People's Champion, Do You Smell What the Rock is Cooking? Another Stone Cold Steve Austin, sort of like a tank top with the skull logo. Got a Edge. Got the little Edge logo on there. Looks more like Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, honestly. And then we also have the Undertaker. Pretty cool Undertaker. Like I said, they're overly cartoony. I remember seeing these figures back in the day in KB Toys and wondering, what in the hell are these things? This is one of my favorite ones. It's the Big Red Monster Kane. And this is the first version of Kane. It's got the 2 sleeves versus the 1. And the mask comes off, and you can see he's all burnt looking. Pretty happy to got these off of eBay. I actually like these. Like, I had a few when I was younger. I've started to collect them loose. I'm getting more and more in. And I've got a whole men on card coming from a guy from one of my wrestling groups. These came out about... I'd say after the bone crunching and right as it was transitioning into the Titantrons. Some people liked them, some people didn't. Still have, good articulation, the arms and the legs and stuff. It's not horrible, but, I just think they look kind of cool, at least on display. These are in good condition, which is great. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. Some of the harder ones, the special issue ones, have like metallic clothing. Some of the later series, like Big Boss Man, Draws, those are harder to come by somewhat. There's also a different version of The Rock with a shirt. I eventually would like to have all of them loose as well. Like I said, I've been watching wrestling since about '89. And, was always a big fan, during the Attitude Era. Who wasn't? But anyways, these were done up until Series 4, and then they were discontinued. It's one of those things that a lot of people, scratch their heads, why did Jakks do this? Did they sell well? I don't think they did. Like I said, the Titantron Lives were in stores, and then, you also had... the later ending of the bone crunching ones. So, you know, like I said, you know, it's not really something you go for the face scans. It's just more of the cartoony type thing. You know, I've always been a fan of these. You know, they talk about them on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast a lot. You know, talk about Mel McKenna and, you know, Sweaty Bill and, you know, Maximum Sweat. But anyways, just a brief history. Like I said, I remember going into KB Toys in late 98, early 99 and seeing these on the shelves and, you know, going, you know, what are these things? You know, these are not regular figures. These are really cool. So I got a couple. I got a Stone Cold Steve Austin, a Rock, and a Draws. And I believe I ended up getting Big Boss Man eventually. And I pretty much have most of my wrestling toys from when I was younger, but, you know, certain things get lost over time. I mean, that happens. But I will be showing a video of the Men on Card collection that I'm getting very soon. It should have been here today, but due to the COVID-19 stuff, post office is just all kind of wonky. But like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure you hit the little bell icon the way you'll get notified for all my videos, and I will see you all later.